Hey y'all, so this is part 3 of From Trust to Trauma with Dating My Therapist. I just want to note that this series is for my healing and me being able to find my voice again. I hope that this reaches the right person so that you can too be freed and find your voice. So let's get into it. So I left off with talking about some things that my therapist said to me as to why she was ending the professional relationship, I would say. So I left off with telling y'all that my therapist confessed her feelings for me, and that she fell in love with me and all that good stuff. So we decided that we were going to go ahead and finish the last 3 sessions that we had before we ended. So we got to our final session. Session went good at the very end. She told me, she said, all right, this is the end. You have an option. You can either text me after this session because you have my number from when I text you, or we can end things here. You can continue on with your mental health journey and find a new therapist. So at this point, I'm like, it's the red pill or the blue pill? Like, which one do we take? So I get off the call like, okay. So I'm feeling all sorts of things after this, y'all. Like, I'm like, should I hit her up? Should I move on to another therapist? I was so fucking torn, y'all. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to do next. Like, so I ended up getting a text message, and it was like some dots. Like she was nudging me or something. So I'm like, okay. You know, that's when things got really interesting. So she started opening up to me about where she was in life and her whole reasoning for even reaching out to me from the get-go. So she started opening up to me about her ex, well, at the time, her fiance of 9 years had cheated on her. And I'm like, oh, damn. Okay. And she felt vulnerable. And that led her to reach out to me because she couldn't stop thinking about me. Can y'all believe that? So we started talking about meeting up. But she needed to sort some things out with her ex first, which I agreed because I wasn't really trying to like do anything serious like that. Like this all was just a lot for me, to be honest. So time went on. So I'm at work one day, right? It's Valentine's Day. I'm at work, doing my thing. So I end up getting called to the front. And so when I went to the front, I saw this guy at the door, y'all, with 2 big bouquets of flowers and a bag of wine and some other miscellaneous stuff. And I'm just like, who this for? So when I finally got a chance to really look at everything when I got off, I realized there was a note on it, and it basically had her name. We're going to call her Kay. So it had her name or whatever, and there was the biggest bouquet was for me. The smaller one was for my daughter, and there was some cat food for my cat named Onyx. And there was a bottle of wine, my favorite. Girl, my favorite. How the fuck did you know that? So I'm sitting here like blown away because I'm just like, is this a coincidence or is it meant to be? Because, come on, universe, what we doing? So I started asking more questions about like her ex her, at the time, her fiance. We're going to call her Ashley. So I started asking about her and Ashley or whatever to get more understanding. So she told me that they lived together in a big mansion. And after finding out about cheating, she had her ex stay downstairs while she lived upstairs. And she said that she gave Ashley 6 months to get her shit together because she had to leave. So we started talking about like meeting up or whatever, but I told her I wasn't going to get involved with it because out of respect and for my peace, I just couldn't do that. So out of nowhere, she decided to speed things up. So instead of giving Ashley 6 months, she gave Ashley 2 weeks to get a job and get a place. and get out. Now, mind you, she was the sole provider in this relationship. Ashley didn't work, or whatever. Like, she just was, housewife type situation. So she didn't have all that stuff going on. So this was a bit of an adjustment for her. And so when she told me about that, I kind of empathized, and I was just like, damn, like 2 weeks? How is that even possible? Like, I don't know. Like, I think you kind of rushing it a little bit. Like, we just met too. So, And it started making me question everything. Like, could she really end a 9-year relationship like that? Like, your whole fiance, y'all just got a house like a few months ago, like bought the house, 8-bedroom home. Like, how? So I found myself tangled up in a web of emotions because I just couldn't make sense of it. Like, it was just a lot to digest, honestly. So check this out. She told me that they communicate via email while living in the same house. Not text message, not phone calls, email. And they would have formal meetings at the house about their separation. And she'll tell me all about it. And I'll just be like, scratching my head. Say, what now? I'm just thinking about all of this, y'all, trying to bring a full circle. So you're going from living with Ashley to wanting to start something with me in in a span time of 2 weeks. And then I just kept thinking about her Valentine's Day gesture. Like, I can't lie, y'all. Like, it blew my mind because it was the way that she remembered every single little thing about me. Things that I don't even remember telling her, if I did tell her in the sessions, like the fuck, like wine, roses. Like, why would we be talking about that? Like, it was the things that she knew about me that she couldn't have known. And so that's what really got me to thinking, like, damn, like, is it meant to be, or what is this? Like, she didn't just get me flowers, y'all. She got my daughter flowers. She got my cat some fancy feast. She got my favorite bottle of wine. Like it literally made me feel so seen. And I hadn't felt seen in so long, y'all. Like, it drew me to her. And it really just made me just fall. Like, if I wasn't falling in, honey, I'm falling now. It's like I just couldn't shake the feeling that the fact that 2 weeks was the start of something completely new, and she was ready to end a 9-year engagement. Like, and I had to ask myself, like, Dream, do you know what you're getting yourself into? I don't know. I'll tell y'all about it in part 4, though.